We're talking with Ed Huckaby, Fishburne Military School Postgrad basketball coach, the number 2 ranked Caissons, winning last week in a game against Massanutten Military Academy in Harrisonburg, 65-62. Big win for the program, Coach.
Yes, it was a great win. Rivalry game. I think they were ranked 8th or 9th in the country as well. So it was a top 10 win and helps our resume. But more importantly, it just gets us back on track. I was very, very, very pleased with our effort, but our free throw shooting down the stretch, I thought that we should have closed that out because we had a big lead, and those things happen.
Kind of reminds us of last year's game. Had a big lead on Massanutten last year here at Fishburne and couldn't close it out, at least with the free throws. We won the game, but made it closer.
Yeah, huge game, and the free throw shooting and a couple of turnovers. So it's just one of those things where we got to work on it. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not the players.
So 15-3 record, number 2 ranking overall. We're just behind Brewster Academy, another perennial program that's at the top of the rankings. And this week we got the Hargrave Military Challenge, Friday Fork Union, another rival, and then Saturday versus New River. Talk about the games coming up this weekend.
Well, with Fork Union, this is our first meeting of 3 with them. We'll play them home and away. The Military Challenge in the past has been held the first 2 years here at Fishburne, but got together with the other coaches and we decided, okay, we're going to keep rotating this thing. So we bring St. John's in. I think next year it's either going to be held in Massanutten or St. John's in Wisconsin. Fork Union, tough team. They're going to run their stuff. Very disciplined. They're very similar the way that Fletcher had them playing. Last year Brooks Berry had them, and then this year, they're just going to move on and Coach Donahue has done a great job with them. I think they're 9-6 right now. Solid program. They've had some tough road losses, but like with the military programs, post-grad programs, sometimes you can't look at the wins and losses total. You got to look at, there are other factors involved. Who's playing, who's suspended, who's not. But that game should be a great game. I'm looking forward to that challenge. And then on Saturday we play New River, who we played early in the year, and they're much more improved. And they've won 3 or 4 in a row. So we've got to put ourselves in a position to really mentally lock in on Friday, then quickly forget about it, win or lose, and get ready for Saturday.
And to talk more about that Fork Union game, knowing them from years past, you would prefer to see a game that pushes the ball up the floor, of course, play your trapping defense. They're a team that slows you down. Your team's going to be really, really focused and disciplined in that game.
They're going to run their stuff. If you want to look at it, it's hilarious. They're very similar to UVA in a sense, that they're going to run their stuff, very disciplined. But you know what? We've won games like that where we could execute in the half court. I think we're built to win on the road, to win transition game, in the half-court game, if it's a grinded-out game. We've won every type of game you can think of. We've been behind double digits and come back and won games. We've been up big and won games. We've gotten fortunate where we've got on top of teams and we've won games. So you're not looking at a situation where we've got to play one style to win. So we want to see what happens. We're going to be well prepared, just like I know that Fork Union will be well prepared.
You mentioned UVA. Let's maybe talk about a couple of our recent alums, and one is playing at UVA, Tevin Jones. I've seen you over at a couple of games at the John Paul Jones Arena. Tevin getting more playing time for a really hot Virginia basketball team.
Yes, I think Tevin's going to still, like I said, contribute. I think he can contribute more, but he's just got to stay ready. I think the world of Coach Bennett and his staff and Coach McKay. I think they do a fantastic job, and they've got a great team. That atmosphere. UVA has some great guys actually running that program. Tony has set the tone, and who wouldn't want to play there? I mean, heck, who wouldn't want to coach there? And they're going to do a good job. So I see Tevin contributing, and more importantly, like I said, if you watch games, even when Tevin's not in, you see him cheering for his teammates. So that tells you he's bought into the program, which is I'm very proud of that because we try to teach that here, buy into the program.
Another recent alum, Karan Iverson, is finally getting some playing time at Memphis. Maybe a little bit in the doghouse early in the season, but Karan's starting to emerge down at Memphis like we expected him to.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it took Karan a little while. There's an adjustment period that there are certain ways that you have got to do things when you get to college, and there's a way you go about your business, as we say. So hopefully he's learned and he's grown from it. He's ready to move on because he's a tremendous talent. I will say it again, that kid has got lottery pick type talent, and the sky is the limit.
So we have a couple of games on the road with the Hargrave Military Challenge this week. I know coming up soon we've got a couple of weeks where we have some really interesting games here. We'll have Hargrave here in person. You mentioned Fort Union. We have the home and home still with them. We'll have, I think, maybe Massanutten on the schedule as well. I know we have some big games here in Waynesboro.
Actually goes after this weekend. Monday we've got St. John's. Thursday we have Massanutten. And then we've got Hargrave that following week. So it's all in a row. And people sometimes will look at our schedule. Why'd you schedule like that? Well, I like competition. If you claim to be the best, then be the best. And last year we had that gauntlet of 5 games and went 5-0. So I think, again, we've got a chance to do that, but I'm just more interested in going 1-0 right now. I just want to take care of Friday. Don't want to even think about the rest of the games, but I know that gauntlet of games is going to be exciting. I expect a good crowd, and we're going to have a T-shirt night there. We want to make sure we get our guys going.
I was going to say, for our local fans, that's 3 really big games on the schedule coming up in the next couple of weeks. So check out FMS Postgrad Basketball. It's actually FishburnePGBasketball.org. I'm the web designer. You think I would know that. FishburnePGBasketball.org for that schedule and to keep up with these games. And we'd love to see y'all out here. Well, Ed, I want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you, and I'm looking forward to all of you coming out to support us. And we've done a good job in terms of representing the program. Thank you.